Hey guys. I don't know if I like this lighting. Ooh, might have to go for this, or maybe just this. Oh, ooh, no. Nah. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, maybe. Nah, I'll go for this. Okay, so guys, I'm back to basically just like give a list of my favorite, content of 2024. So content meaning books I read, because I love books, or movies I watched, I love movies also, or just shows, music. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already, but yeah, I'm here to just give my top picks of each category, and I want to do off the top of my head, because I just feel like it's better that way. If it isn't, then you might have to go back to the drawing board. But guys, I hope you're good. I know I took a long hiatus. My last video was the morning routine one, and I do actually intend to do more of those videos. So if that's what you're into, then stay tuned, because you're gonna see more of that, and you're gonna see more of me. So you get, yeah, you get a full meal course, if you get me. Yeah. But as you can see, I look different. I'm loving this hair. It's a sew-in, but it's not the typical sew-in. I also might make a video, not me doing it, because I can't, but me explaining why this might become my my usual style, or me learning to do it myself. I don't know, but it's not a typical sew-in. I'll give you the link of who inspired this look, because honestly it's just perfect. Like, it's just really good. But yeah, enough about me. Let's get some more into me. Okay, so we're first gonna talk about, okay, I'm gonna start off with music. Okay, music, as everyone knows, they've already made videos on this. Music was like, it was great. 2024 was the year of like a surge in just good music, I guess, like a constant surge, because like the previous years, it's been a bit drabby, it's been a bit mid, for most of the genres, in my opinion. I'm not too much of a music head, so I don't want to talk too much on the climate of music, but I can tell you now, there's been like a different reception, to the music that came out in 2024. And I can say that I see it, and my favorite artist of 2024, I feel like no surprise here, but I feel like it was Kendrick Lamar, yeah. Like, and I don't want to be that person, but I guess I'm just gonna be that person. I never really was a fan of Drake anyway, and that's not to say the guy is terrible at music, because we all know Drake is like one of the top artists in the 21st century. Like, he did his big one. We can't lie, we can't take that away from him. But in my opinion, he's not a good rapper. Like, he's not a good representation of rappers, And like, it's funny how the US made him the face of rap music, when the guy literally is from Canada. I'm not saying that you can't be the face, or you can't be, you can't be a rapper if you're not from the US. Obviously that is ridiculous. I'm from the UK. I listen to like various rap artists. Rap ain't my #1 genre, but I can talk about how, rap music is moved so much far from the US that, it's become more of like it's become like a worldwide genre. I can't really explain too much of it, but it's not just totally centered around the US. But they made Drake, a Canadian rapper, the face of hip-hop.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Guys, I don't want to talk too much on Drake. I'm gonna be real, I don't. But Kendrick, he's just proven himself this year. That's what I'm gonna say. And really and truly, he's just reminded us that he is the guy. He's the guy, and I hope the best for him for his Super Bowl performance. I believe it's gonna go well, but you never know, really. You never know with these people, you know, these celebrities. But Kendrick is really, he did his big one. So I listened to GNX and I really loved that. It was literally towards the end of the year as well, and I was like, wait, this takes the spot. This might just be #1. I don't know, it might just be for me, I don't know. Isn't, but probably coming close. My #1 album, I guess, I'm not sure what it is. To be honest, I don't know, but I don't know. I think I might have to get back with you guys on that. But one of the other artists that I listen to, which is not really fair to say that he deserves to be on this list, because I did listen to him 2023, and 2023 was when I realized that I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I never thought I'd be, but here I am. Yeah, I'm talking about Hozier. I loved Hozier's deluxe album of Unheard on Earth. I always get this name wrong. I don't know if I'm right. Yeah, so I was wrong. It's not Unheard, it's Unreal on Earth. That's it. But yeah, the album that came out in 2023, he released a deluxe version of that 2024, and I was just obsessed. Like, that was just on repeat throughout the year, on repeat. Listen, that album, yeah, it literally can just play as background music for me, and I'm just stunned. Like, I don't want to do any work. I just want to listen. I just want to, like, so it's technically not background music if I'm still listening to it, but I don't know, man. Like, the album, I just play it when I'm reading, definitely not when I'm studying, because I will be all ears. But just a relaxation. Like, it's kind of like a way for me to just decompress, you know, just making me deep, you know, the world, you know, just, yeah, like, I don't know, I just love it. Like, it puts me in the mood. I can't lie, it puts me in a good mood. Guys, I don't know if I have to go on Spotify to make this quick, because I definitely don't want another 40-minute video. So I'm gonna go on my yeah, guys, I'm not sure if I like this this angle that you know. Yeah, well, I'm on Spotify. Okay, what did I listen to? Oh, okay, yeah, so on Spotify Wrapped, Black was there on my list, and it's like, I was kind of surprised. Not that surprised, because I do really enjoy his music. I like Black, you know. I initially thought East Atlanta Love Letter was my favorite album from him, but it isn't. It definitely isn't. Since I Have a Lover took that spot. Since I Have a Lover, okay, well, when I first listened to Since I Have a Lover, and this is typically my reaction to most albums that I first listened to, I was just like, this is mid. Like, it's just mid, you know. And I definitely did associate that word with Black's artistry, and it's not fair, because I just don't know. I just don't think it's fair to say that for him, but I might change my mind. I don't know. Well, Black, I don't know, Since I Have a Lover was just a good album. Like I was talking about Hozier's Unreal on Earth. Since I Have a Lover, it kind of gives the same vibe. Like, it's just making me like decompress. It makes me deep. It makes me kind of like relate to the words that he's saying. And like, this year, I don't know if it's just this year, but I grew a deep appreciation for artists who use he come up with like the best lyrics, you know, to describe anything. It could be love, it could be friendship, it could be literally about a love letter to rap. That's literally what Kendrick did in Gloria. That's what I'm saying. Drake can never make me deeper line. I'll just, most of the time he'll say something, I just take it, I might bust a move to it, that's it, the end, next page. Kendrick, nah bro, I'll be on that page for like deep in it. Like, he really did that, he really did that. That's what I'm saying. Kendrick is just a lyrical artist, and like, I feel like that's really important for rap. You have to have, most of the time, you have to have some kind of lyrical genius. You have to be some kind of lyrical genius, sorry, you know. And if you're not, then I don't know what to say about you. I don't know if that removes from the fact that you're a rap artist, I don't know, but lyrics is very important, and you have to be a very good writer. Drake, you know, it's been heard that he doesn't write his own stuff. I don't want to get into all that because this ain't a Drake video. You know, the guy's gone through a lot. I kind of pity the guy, so I'll just leave him. I'll just tell him, I'm just saying my opinion on why Kendrick was that guy this year. And you know, he's a lyrical genius, and that was proven in GNX. Hosier, his lyrics are just so, it's like the guy studied creative writing, or he just has it, you know, he just has that, you know, that flair. Like, he's just that guy. Like, yeah. Since I Have a Lover, Black's lyrics sometimes is corny, you know. I don't know if he writes his stuff, I don't know, but sometimes his lyrics are corny, so I just kind of like recoil. I kind of just be like, nah, that wasn't it, bro. But I don't know, my favorite song on that album, I would say it was oh my gosh, I know it off my head. What am I doing? I guess I thought I did. Inward Hill Park. Inward Hill Park was my favorite song off that album. I just loved it. Inward Hill Park was definitely my favorite song off that album. I loved the way it sounded, you know. I just loved it. It does something to my brain, guys. Like, it genuinely does. Like, yeah, I just love it. I love the aesthetic of this album. Yeah, so I guess my one of my other favorite songs off this album is Since I Have a Lover. Yeah, no words, I just love it. Listen, I'd have to make a separate video for my favorite songs of each album, so I'm just gonna go with the most songs that I liked in an album. Those are my favorite albums of 2024, so that's how I'm like basing this off of, right? So Since I Have a Love is definitely on that list. My Spotify shows all the green, and it's pretty much most of the songs there, so yeah. After that, I would say SOS by SZA. I've always been a fan of SZA, right? I don't know what it is really, because I do like SZA, but I've just kind of, I don't know what it is. I think I've just been put off by like the hype surrounding SOS, so I guess I'm kind of late, because this is not obviously an album that came out in 2024. But I listened to the deluxe album that came out in 2024, and I think it made me really love the album itself, you know. So yeah, I just really love it. I'm not gonna go into my relationship with SZA, you know, my one-sided relationship with SZA. I'm not, but she did her big one. She did her big one. I mean, she always does her big one though, so it's really no surprise. Like, it's really not a surprise. So yeah, SOS, the deluxe album. If you guys haven't listened to it, just listen. Just listen, please listen. Okay, Algorithm by Lucky Day. That was it. That was good. Oh my gosh, I don't know, I think my favorite song of this album was Hurricane. I don't know why it's not in green, weird, but Hurricane is definitely It's definitely one of my favorite songs of this album. I think it is my favorite. And then obviously Algorithm, definitely Algorithm. Oh, and then That's You. Like, Lucky Day, he did his big one. He did it. He really did it. Like, I don't know if the guy is a songwriter. I think he is. But he did his big one on this album. The lyrics, the music itself, the sound, the instrumentals are just so good. It's just so good. It's just really good. Like, yeah. So if you haven't listened to it, please listen to it. Okay. So my next album, because I did listen to like old albums, you know, so I feel like that should count. Yeah, so I was late to this, but Candy Drip by Lucky Day also. You can see the green. He did his big one. You know, I can't even say which favorite song, what is my favorite song on this album, because all of the songs are just too good. I don't know at this point. I don't know, you might have to get back to me for that, you know, but yeah. Good album, honestly, good album. Okay, so I don't think anything else really, but what came to me definitely was my favorite album of the year. I think I did say that I didn't have a favorite album, but that is Cap. That is Cap. My favorite album of this year, which ties into my favorite artist of this year. Okay, I don't know where he's hiding, but yeah, I can see him now. Lungu Boy Ashake. Lungu Boy Ashake. You know, definitely my favorite album of this year. Bruh, you can see the green. You can see the green. I think my favorite song of this album, right? Oh gosh, I'm trying to choose between MMS with the WizKids or, okay, I can't lie, I did really like the Galley. Oh my gosh, I love the Galley. I love it. I can just hear it. I can just hear the instrumentals. I can just hear the vibes, bro. Speaking of vibes, Fuji vibe, like Fuji vibe, bro. I have a video of me literally busting that loud, like letting that song rip, bro. I'm riding my bike. We went on holiday to a bike resort. It's called Center Parks, and I was just blasting that song out like no man's business, bruh. I don't know why I sound Canadian, but I did really love that. I really love that this album, period. Like, this album was really good, you know. I never knew I'd be so obsessed with albums, you know, and I never saw myself as an album listener, but this year it did something. I saw a change in me that I never expected. I never expected it. But yeah, speaking of yeah by Ashake, like, you see it, like nah, man. This album, bruh, I don't even believe that no one has listened to it, because everyone has surely listened to this song. Listen to this album, period. Everyone has listened to it. Okay, if you haven't, then I don't know what to say. I really don't. I'm not gonna tell you to listen to it, because that is now on you. Yeah, but yeah, my favorite album of this year is definitely Lungu Boy, and my favorite artist of this year is Ashake. Okay guys, so moving on from music, I don't know if this is gonna be a long part of this video, but please, I'm begging you, God, don't make it long, please. Don't make it long. Okay, so my favorite, I'm not gonna start off with my favorite. The movies that I watched this year. What movies did I watch? Okay, wait, because I did watch a movie that I really... Oh, okay, so I think I'm gonna put them in like genres, you know, categories. So my favorite movie, my favorite romance movie of this year, I don't want to say it, but okay, it's between these two. Listen, I'm ashamed that I'm late to the game for this one. Okay, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. And I'm also ashamed that I put this in the category of romance, because according to my friends and according to a TikTok I saw, it's not actually a romance movie, that it's actually toxic love, you know. It's very just toxic. If toxic had its own genre in the film, if only it did, because people would surely put this in that category. I don't know, my impression when I first read it, when I first watched it, it wasn't that though. It wasn't that. I do understand it. So because of this reception, this general reception towards this movie, I'm gonna go with this movie. Guys, listen, it's the date literally is 14th of January. Like, I'm just like, my mind is discombobulated, my memory is discombobulated. Like, everything that happened in 2024, it stayed in 2024. Okay, so that's really what's going on. So when I said those two movies, Palm Trees in the Snow, did love it. I won't really call it a romance movie, so that one has to go. Okay, Love and Basketball, that one has to go, obviously. You know what breaks, you know what, like, tops it? My favorite romance movie of 2024 is another old movie, but it's my favorite. It's called Something New. I love Something New. I love it. I love the way the director did her stylistic choices, the coloring of the movie, Sanaa Lathan, her beauty, Simon Baker, his charm. Oh, I watched that movie as a kid, like, but obviously I was a kid, so I didn't really, like, it didn't really affect me, you know, outside of like surface level stuff. Like, I didn't leave with anything with much of an impression. So Something New, definitely watching it again, it really like opened my eyes to the way the movie was just directed, the way the actors were just acting. Like, oh my gosh, the soundtrack too. Like, I left with just like downloading bare songs off of that movie. Like, that soundtrack was really good, you know. It just fit well with the mood, with the aesthetic. Bro, yeah. So guys, this might be a weird angle because I had to charge my thing, but yeah, so that's my opinion on Something New. I definitely recommend it, honestly. Like, it was a really good romance movie. So yeah, my favorite of 2024. Okay, so what is next is I'll go with my favorite drama. So this is a genres, right? I'm still on movies. So my favorite drama movie was or movie drama or whatever was I don't know if this is technically true, but it did leave an impact on me after I watched it. So I'll go with The Holdovers. The Holdovers I watched in like early 2024, so I watched it at the start of the year, and I really liked it. It was very nostalgic, even though I wasn't born, obviously. Or what do you guys think? Let me not speak my age. I want you guys to guess. But anyway, I thought it was very nostalgic because of the just the way, like, just the aesthetic of it. And like, it was more than actually the aesthetic. It was like the actors, they exhumed that period of time, you know. And I watched a lot of, like, I want to say the era was like the 80s/70s. Yeah, so I'll say that period. I watched a lot of those movies, you know, and seeing like this new wave of like movies, TV shows where they kind of give off that nostalgic tone. Like, they take influence from movies based in that era, 90s, even early 2000s, or like, you know, like Stranger Things with the bikes, the old yeah aesthetic. Sometimes it works and in my opinion, sometimes it doesn't. And I feel like most of the time it's kind of just like you're beating a dead horse now. We get it. Nostalgia, you know, nostalgia's great, but is this really necessary? Yeah, so I would say that sometimes it doesn't work, but with the holdovers I feel like it did, and I feel like it was necessary to the story as well. I really loved the main actor. Yeah, Paul, I might not be saying his last name right, but Paul Giamatti. Paul Giamatti, him. Yeah, so I feel like he did his big one in this role. I just loved it. Like I gained even like information about his character. Like he had some kind of like syndrome where he sweated or something, where he overly sweats or something interesting that, you know, I never knew existed. But yeah, like his character was just endearing, you know. Obviously like the boy that he was paired with, the student that he taught, I just really loved it. It was like a coming of age movie. And I also loved what's her name, she won an Oscar for supporting actress, Davine Joy Randolph. She ate in her role too. Everyone ate, bruh. I really loved it. So I recommend The Holdovers. Watch it if you're really into movies like that. Yeah, but you know, it was very nostalgic. Yeah, so the next movie that left an impact on me in 2024 was in the category action. And I don't really think this one counts, but I'm just gonna say it. This one has always just been like a movie that we'd watch as kids, my family. We'd watch as kids, and like it was just great, you know. Watching it again, it was very nostalgic, just for the fact that we watched it as kids. We grew up with this movie. And it's just really good because it didn't, like, you know, like when you go back and watch a movie that you watched as a kid and it doesn't bang anymore, like it doesn't, like, it didn't really do much, like you're even low-key embarrassed to have rated it, you know. This movie in particular was great. Yeah, so I'm talking about Salt with Angelina Jolie. Action, you know. It was really good. Like, guys, me and my sister, we watched it in Ghana, and we wanted to watch it with our friends, but they were just too tired, you know. But they did say that they'd watch it. Salt is a very good movie. I don't really hear much about it. That's like the surprising thing. Like it's not really talked about, you know, especially when it comes to Angelina Jolie. But I feel like that was one of her best roles ever. Salt, don't play. I'm not gonna go on and on and on about it, because like I'm just gonna, like, the movie was just good. The movie is good. It's been good. Salt. Next. Okay, so the next category that I'm going to be talking about is TV shows. Sorry, I didn't watch much TV shows, and if I did, I didn't finish it, so this is going to be quick. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to start off with the one that is mainly on my mind, and this could just be my favorite. This TV show is I would say coming of age drama. Yeah, and it was only for 2 seasons. Sadly, it got cancelled and it was on Apple TV. The show is called Swagger. My friend recommended it to me, and it took me a long time to actually get into watching it. That's the thing with me, like, if there's a hype surrounding it, I don't want to know anything about it. I'm gonna take my time with it. So I took my time with this, and I wasn't disappointed. Like, I thought that maybe it wouldn't be as good as they set up to be, but it was really good, you know. It was a show about basketball, and like, I love basketball. Like, I love basketball plus a love story, like, I'm sorry. But yeah, this was a really good show. Like, it was just, I could make a separate video about my take on it, you know. So if that's what you want, just let me know in the comments, please. But yeah, Swagger was a good show. My next show, I don't know, you know. I don't know, you know. Yeah, I guess it's Swagger then. But it's like I did watch a show 2024 that weird. Okay, so my final category is books, and this is gonna be quick, this is gonna be easy. Books. Okay, so I do make, my intention behind this channel was to make a lot of videos relating to books that I love. Books. I just love books, right? Romance books in particular, right? So I read obviously a lot, like I read a few. With me, I'm very picky about the romance books I read because I don't like to bullshit. Sorry, I don't like to just read about nonsense that I just feel like wouldn't happen, you know. There has to be well written, and there is a lot of like books out there that take up a lot of space that they shouldn't take because it's just like a toddler wrote it, you know. It's not well written, and that really is a pet peeve of mine. So I'm very particular about the books I read, and that might mean that I don't read as much as I could. But despite all this, my favorite author, well, to be honest, I had a finish with my favorite author coming from 2023, reading all her books. 2024 was the year that I basically finished all of them. And if you watch my previous videos, you know who I was talking about. You know who I'm talking about. It's Nia Forrester. You know, we just need to give this lady her props. She did her big one. She's done her big one for years, and like I genuinely just love her romance, because it's like, romance is cute, but when a book is about not just romance, it leaves a lasting impact on a person, and left that on me. Her books are just so well written. It's just, a storyline is perfect. The storyline is well rounded. Like sometimes, yeah, there's a miss, but I couldn't say right now that there are flaws that, you know, I could do without. Honestly, her books are just so good. I don't really have a favorite. I really don't. So I don't have a favorite book from Nia Forrester right now. When I come up with one, I'd let you guys know. My this isn't really a favorite, but one novel that I really appreciate reading, that I really enjoyed reading 2024 was sorry, Not Another Love Song by Judy Soto. I got this recommended from another YouTuber that I watch, and it didn't disappoint. Like I love like the insight into knowledge about like cello, about playing the cello, about being a part of like a band, you know, not a typical band, but I will let you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I really love the insight into that, and I felt like the metaphor with the instruments coming together, in a way, it coincided with the metaphor, it coincided with the relationship between two protagonists. I loved the tension. I loved like the development of the characters, you know, coming into understanding like their actions, you know, like a well fleshed out romance novel. This was like, it was that. So Judy Soto, she ate with that, and I'm probably into reading her other books. I did read Forget Me Not, and that was not as good as Not Another Love Song in my opinion, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Like Judy Soto, she's good at like building on characters, like, you know, and I really envy that. I really inspire to write like that, you know. But yeah, those are my favorite. Well, okay, you know, I'll say favorite. I'll say favorite. Those Judy Soto, not my favorite author, but Not Another Love Song is one of my favorite reads 2024. Nia Forrester, my favorite author 2024, might just be this year as well, who knows. And yeah, read all her books and you might choose a favorite for yourself. I genuinely can't choose a favorite for myself. So that ends this video. Hopefully my editing is quick, sharp, so I can give the video to you in good time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good laugh. I hope you related to what I was saying. I hope you don't badmouth me in the comments. You know, you can badmouth me behind my back, but not in my face. Not underneath my comments. Yeah. See you guys.